Good evening, family. It's your girl Jennifer Denny, aka the Black Honey Badger. Hey, Dr. Visions, how are you? Go on there real quick. So I want to come to y'all this evening to talk about something. It's a topic that is very. I'm looking for the right word here. It's a tense topic. So I was gonna write a post on Black Honey Badger at WordPress about social camouflage. Hey, Mark Black, peace to you. So, social camouflage to me, if you think about it, it's like butterflies. They have all these beautiful colors, and even chameleons, they have all these colors to blend in with their environment. I believe it is my view that black women have done the same thing to blend into the environment, the hostile environment of here, of United Snakes of America. We tried to blend in by, dyeing our hair, wearing fake hair, wearing weave, putting on a full face of makeup, just so that we can be accepted and blend in. Um, the problem with that, though, in all honesty, the problem with blending in is that how can you differentiate yourself from white women? If you're wearing a blonde weave and got on a full face of makeup, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. Both the weave and the makeup. It's beautiful. But it's not you. It's not the real you. And I tell you something. You ever heard that expression, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Well, tell me, why would a black man buy you if he don't know what he's really buying? If you don't know what he's really getting into, what kind of relationship he's getting into, the person that you are, because all he sees is your Instagram photos of all this long flowing hair that you weren't born with, and all of this beautiful makeup. That's not really you. It's like girdles. Girdles were created for us to be able to tuck in our extra girth, right? And they went from girdles to Spanx. They're all created to create this this personal image of you that has nothing to do with you. When you take down your weave, when you take off your makeup, when you roll down that spank, who who are you? That's the question. The question is, who are you without all that? So extra. Kill him, Mark Black. Extra. So black men have been talking about women wearing weaves, being bundle skunks, you know, putting all that extra on you, and they don't know what they're getting. The thing is that a black man wants to see you, all of you, in all your glory. Big or fat, sorry, not big or fat, small or fat, short hair, naturally long hair, you know, colored, no colors. They want to just see you. They want to see the beauty that is you. Right, Target Visions, exactly. She said my eyes were really green, and then she took off her, ooh, Jesus. Yes, just like that. Good evening, August Dreams. How are you doing, sister? So my the part of the post that I want to read to y'all, it's just very small, it's a few paragraphs, is what I wanted y'all to know. The thing is that I get why we do the things we do. I get why we wear weaves, why we put on makeup. The the very first reason that we did this was to blend in, was to be less threatening, was to be anything other than the powerful black woman that you were, so that you can get a job, so you can get the bag, right? Like, that's the real deal here. You put on this social camouflage to blend in and to not stand out. But the fact of the matter is, we've taken that social camouflage that we were using just to keep peace with the white people, and we've used it everywhere. We've become you know, people wear that mask. You know, that first person a person meets. We become just the mask. There's nothing behind the mask. And there really is. You're there. You're behind all that. But we want to see you. We want to see the beautifulness that is you. Not. Thank you, Mark Black. Thank you. That social camouflage that you put on just to get a job, you're wearing it 24 hours a day. It's not. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see that. They want to see the real you, the beautiful essence that is you. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. When I first started to broadcast, I was wearing a um, a crochet hair. Now I did it for my birthday. I did it because I wanted to do something nice for me for my birthday. Um, hey Chris, how are you? How are you, brother? Peace to you. I did it because I wanted something different for my birthday and I didn't want to do my hair. Like, let's be honest. Natural hair is it's just about as bad as relaxed hair. It's hard to maintain. You gotta be always on it. So I just wanted a break from that. I wanted a break from having to, oil my hair or rub my scalp or, do conditioning treatments and all that good shit. I wanted a break. So I did that. But if you remember too, I wore makeup. Now, I wore the makeup because I wanted to look like my. That's a good question. Thank you for that, Mark. Like, we will explore that. We will unpack and explore that. So I wore the crochet hair, which was cute. I will have to say it was cute. And then I wore makeup that first time because I wanted to look my best for y'all. And it's crazy to say that because I've never seen your face. Some of your faces, some of y'all ain't never seen me. But I wanted to look my absolute best, which is why I wore a cute dress, had my hair all done, and I put on my makeup. As I've gotten a bit more comfortable behind in front of the camera, I've let you see more of me because I want to be as transparent as possible. I want y'all to know that this is my hair. This here, right here, that gray streak right there. Sorry, right there, that's me. That's all me. Now, Mark Black brought up a good question. What happens when the mask becomes the face? That is a good damn question. What happens is you no longer can tell the difference between the you without the weave and the makeup and the you with it. That visage that you put on every day, that's who you become. You're not a real woman, you're a mimetic white woman. That's what happens when that mask becomes the face. And I'm sorry, but I've listened to plenty of black men from the manosphere. I've listened to Mark Black. They would rather be with a white woman, no diss, than to be with one who wants to be a white woman. Now again, if you go back to when you were younger, I'm an Xer. So when you go back to when you were younger and you saw all that standard of beauty, what did it look like? Did it look like a little girl like you or me? No. It looked like a white woman with long curly hair and beautiful blue eyes, perhaps green, and a long flowing dress, living her best life. And that's what we said, fuck that shit, we want that. That is very true, August Dreams. That is very, very true. And the mask is costly as well. Like the mask, I live in Washington State, I live in Seattle. So everything here is like 10 times more expensive than in the East Coast. So to get a sew and weave once every 3 or 4 months by itself, of course braiding your hair, whatever, to get the sew and weave hair is about $150 to $200, right? To get it and put into your hair, that is bottom line $200. So basically, you spent a car note on your hair. And I'm sorry, I've spent some money on my hair since I've gone natural. But I don't think I spent $400. And then not only that, think about the makeup. Think about all that contouring you're doing. Like I've watched personally some beautiful, beautiful makeup artists doing all these color things on their eyelids and all these different layers of. When they take that off, when you first see them, when they first come onto the video and they have no makeup on, their face is so bumpy, right? Because they're clogging their pores and perhaps not even taking off the makeup at night. Boo boo. Your first lesson as a woman was to how to wash your face. Take that shit off at night, please, because it's going to clog your pores up. And then you're going to just put more on the next day without an actual care regimen. Like, that's not okay in the least. Go. So, August is right. You have to work increasingly hard to maintain that mask because it gets harder and harder to pretend to be a romantic white woman than it is to be yourself. At some point, like if you take a relationship, for example, you show them the representative until you can't show them that no more because at some point you're going to have to revert to being who the hell you really are. But black men are telling you in their own ways, the manosphere and other men are telling you that shit's not attractive. Like, before I went natural, I'll tell you a story. Hey, Tazaba, how are you, brother? How are you doing this evening? Spiritual bound. So I'll tell you a story. Damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Damn. So I have had two experiences with the sew and weave, right? You ever want to do something like get a tattoo, but you realize it's not for you? You ever do that? Like you ever get something and you're like, all right, this was not the hotness right here. So I decided I wanted to try sew and weave, all right? I tried it on. I got it done. So two things happened. The first time I got it done, the hair was not of good quality. So I kept falling off the weft. So by the end of like 2 weeks, you could see all the braids in my hair. It was horrible. The second time I did it, it actually looked good. It was dope. But my scalp itched so bad. Like I tried to like put grease in the parts. Because, mold school. I'm like, if it itching, put some grease in there, get some moisturization, And, yeah, that shit didn't work either. That shit itched so bad, I had to beg my friend to take it out. So I don't really rock with weaves because, one, they're too fucking expensive. And two, they make my head itch like nothing else. Like, not even braids make my head itch that bad. So I stuck with braids and wigs. Oh, don't get it wrong. Miss Denny loves herself some wigs. I do. I love wigs. So I stuck with that. Hi, Richard. Miss Denny, what advice you have for the one of the ain't shit men out here? The makeup is expensive. Okay. All right. So, Richard, I don't think you an ain't shit man. I don't know what woman was telling you that. But I will tell you for myself, whenever you've come into, Mark last broadcast, you've been, you've asked questions, you've been respectful. You're not an ain't shit man. None of the men out here are ain't shit men. Each man out here has his own inherent value. And that value to us should be priceless. So I don't really have an answer for that particular question, but I'll tell you that I don't believe y'all are ain't shit men. None of y'all. Does that help you, Richard? All right, cool. So, August dreams, yes. Oh my God. So when I put on makeup, I try to put on what's the best. I used to model, and this when I went to go do my comp cards. Oh, well, I hope I was more than a little bit helpful to you, Richard. When I was doing my comp cards, this lady introduced me to MAC makeup, right? And I mean, I had never looked so peace, black fist. No, you don't. No, you don't. You my dog, spiritual pound. No, you don't. Um. So, what was I saying? Oh, so makeup. So they introduced me to MAC makeup, and I looked so good. I was like, I'm gonna go buy me some of this, right? Now, back when that happened, it wasn't as expensive, but now to get you a powder, a concealer, and a foundation, you're spending between $50 to $60. Now, to some of y'all that might not be expensive, but honey, I got bills. I can't do that. So I make it last a long time. Um, but what was I saying about this? So I tried out wigs, and I loved it because it was 5 minutes and I was out the door to work or whatever. So, but I actually um, it's dealt with self hate. I did not like my hair. I did not like my face. I wanted to be, at the time I was small, so I wanted to be a little bigger, have a little more butt. You know what I'm saying? And now it's the opposite. But I dealt with a lot of self hate because I tell you, this society, this United States of America, this world will have you believing that them women, them white women on TV is what you're supposed to reach for, but you can never have. So I spent a lot of my years hating the skin that I was in. Now, that changed for me in the year 2018. It changed for me. I decided that nappy hair or no, dark skin or no, I was going to love the skin that I'm in. Whether I dress up and put on makeup or I don't, I was just going to love me. Because I had spent too damn long wanting to be Erica Kane or Cinderella or I wanted to just be Jennifer Denny. And that's what I want for all of y'all. I want you to put down the mask and just be you. Let your face and your hair breathe, boo. Let it breathe. Now, a lot of women will say that they put on weaves because of, these or that different reasons. I'll give you an answer. I'll give you an example. My mother wears a weave, right? Now, for her it was a little different. She turned 55 and got a little premenopausal and things went crazy. You like that, huh, Mark Black? So she decided, and she was losing her edge, so she decided to do something different, and this is what stuck for her. And for her, it's just about convenience. It's just about wanting to not have to do her hair every day. And I can respect that. I do. Now, I went natural as a birthday gift for somebody, for somebody special, for Mark Black. I went natural for him. But I also wanted to incorporate that whole love the skin I was in for me. I wanted to do something that was different. Now, this natural hair journey ain't for the weak. It ain't no hope. Okay? Like, you don't get mad at yourself. It's hard. But I'll tell you something. I've never felt more better about myself. Being natural, being myself, being able to show myself in any light. I could walk in anywhere. And I don't care how you feel about my hair. I don't care if you don't want to hire me because you don't like my hair. You don't like how I wear it. But you're going to just hire me because of what's on my resume. I'm tired of having to fit myself into somebody else's standard just to get a bag. And I know y'all got to be too, right? I know y'all have to be tired of that. The women who wear weaves and wear makeup. Like I said, it's beautiful. It's what is it? It's beautiful on its face, but it's got to be taxing on your wallet, your face, your body, your self-love of your body, your body image. It's got to be taxed on you to have to kind of fit some sort of Kim Kardashian mold. Okay, first of all, Let me just say something about Kim Kardashian, okay? The assets she has are ours and are ours naturally. We should not want to be like that bitch. She obviously wants to be like us. So understand that too. Um, but I also wanted to kind of read an excerpt of the post that I was going to write. If y'all just bear with me for a little bit longer. Let's see. Nothing is Mark Black. Nothing is so beautiful about trying to look like another race. It's just what we've been. It's just our programming. It's our acculturation. That's really what it is. It's our need to fit in instead of stand out. Black women, we were born to stand out. Black men were born to stand out. But all we seem to want to do is fit in. I don't want to fit in no more. I ain't got time for that. I have to be me. In every area, I have to be myself. Because I can't, fit anybody else's standard of that. I have to fit what I believe in myself works for me. So let me read y'all the paragraph. Okay, so it starts off it starts off that I wanted to be that woman. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. You've seen her. Hell, you've envisioned yourself as her. The woman that as she walks into a room, men would break their necks looking after her as she strolled by, wearing the perfect outfit, hot and sexy, but not too slutty. Stilettos and toes on point, matching her perfectly manicured nails, and as the millennials say, eyebrows on fleek. Okay? She exudes some sort of unnameable scent mixed with confident and innate knowledge of herself and her surroundings. There's just something about her. Maybe the way her eyes sparkle as she surveys the room, or how her dazzling smile just lights up that room. She is every woman and any woman. Now, that's us. You are that woman. I am that woman. We don't have to want to be someone when we see in a club or in any kind of area coming up. We already are that woman. We already are everything we want to be, everything we think we are in our minds, whether that's positive or negative. We already are that. There's no reason to want to be like somebody else. So if you have a friend who is beautiful, like, and not only beautiful, but she like has the world on a string. Like she just knows who she is and knows what she wants and all that good shit. And you envy her. But you don't know what her life is like. You don't know what struggles she faces with. You don't know if she has body image issues or any of that. You don't know. So just work on your inner you. And maybe leave your outer you alone a little bit, let your hair breathe, let your face breathe, let it breathe. Please. Now, I want to hear from you. What do y'all think about the social camouflage? Do you think it's a real thing? Do you think I'm bullshitting? What do y'all think? As I wait for a reply, while I'm waiting for a reply, I wanted to give y'all a couple of announcements. So one thing I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be reviewing Grinch's book, The Ratchet's Rouge. Gave me life. And then also I want to do a segment, like a 5-part segment for women. Like I know the Black Honey Badger is about the black men. I'm not forgotten y'all. I love y'all. But I want to work on the women. I want to do a series simply called Feminist to Feminism, about how we can get our girl back. Because, for me, myself, I have a little bit more mannish tendencies that I'd like. I'd like to change that, work on that. So I really want to do this segment, and I really want y'all's involvement. I'd love to hear y'all's feedback. I'd love to hear about what y'all think about going from feminist to feminism. Now, don't get me wrong, I was never a feminist, but I have a lot of feminist friends. So I want to do a segment because let me tell you something. In my last post, What Happened to the Good Woman, I basically turned my back on black women. And after it being some time of me writing that, oh, Mark, I think it's both of those things. I do. I think it's both of those things. I think we might have been with our man at one point in time, and he saw a long-legged, long blonde-haired girl, and he thought that was beautiful, and so we somehow thought that it was beautiful, and we should look like that. Peace, crew. How are you? Spiritual pound. So I think it's both, Mark. I think they think y'all like it. I'm sorry if you buffer in August. You try to refresh it. But I think it's both. I think we think that you guys like it, that you'll find this more sexy, more attractive. Especially if we out in the street, you know what I mean? Because you know that saying that we always hear, "Lady in the street and the freak in the bedroom." So I think we think y'all like it, but I also think we like it. Like I'm gonna tell you, when I got the crochet done, when I got that little crochet afro, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I just loved it. At that point in time, I wasn't thinking about anybody else. I was thinking about this shit looks fire. So a part of it is because we like it, and a part of it is definitely because we think you like it. Although, from what we're hearing from the manosphere and also from men men outside the manosphere, that it's not attractive anymore because y'all don't know what y'all getting when y'all hook up with us. So I think it is that. I think it's that we think, oh, he gonna find me badass now. I'm a bad bitch now. And there's also that thing too, that whole Nicki Minaj bad bitch shit. Like if you think about it, I don't know if any of y'all saw this, but there was a video on Instagram where this girl was talking about she rapes niggas, right? She had on a blonde weave, long eyelashes, and like this. She had on this Instagram face, is what I call it, the one with the perfect makeup. Cause hell, even if I try, I can't get perfect makeup. That's true. I mean, it's true, but it also has to do with the acculturation too, Mark. I think it's hard for us to figure out, okay, so we're going to do our hair like this, right? Is he going to like it? Is he going to love it? What if he doesn't? What if he wants me to wear the weave just so I can blend in with if he's a businessman, his clients and his clients' wives? What if he wants me to look like a Cupid doll? So, I mean, yes, y'all like us. Yes, there are those of you that like us the way we are, but there has to be some sort of a small percentage of men who like the weave. What do y'all think about that? I mean, it's like the lingerie thing, Victoria's Secret, all of these straps and things like that, and it looks pretty. It looks pretty, but it's like I don't know if I need all that to be with my man. I don't know. Um, do y'all believe that between the acculturation and the programming and what we saw on TV, do y'all believe that it's a total of all of that has kind of made us lingeries? There are some men who like it. Mark Black. Um, do you believe it's a total of us wanting to look a certain way, like us thinking, okay, we got to look this way for our men, for men to want us? Um, do you believe that it's more just internal self hate shit? Like, what do y'all think? I want to hear from y'all. I mean, people besides Mark Black. I'm just saying. Oh well. Okay. So lingerie, level, lingerie, level, and shit. Okay. Well, I mean, we had to have gotten. You know, it's all love, Mark Black. So when I first decided to write the post about the sorry, damn it, I lost my train of thought. When I first decided to write the post about this, stop. If they don't want to speak, they may not have an opinion. It's okay about social camouflage. I thought that if I remember correctly, when I first got I worked during the day, y'all. So when I first got my job, I work in the insurance industry. Um, I wore a wig, and I wore a wig to the interview. But then again, at that time, I wasn't on the whole love me shit. I was still on the whole a wig looks better than my own hair shit, which is where I was. But but then I think maybe 6 months to a year later, I started wearing my own natural hair, and it was funny because I had white women coming up to me talking about, oh my God, I love your hair. They didn't touch it. Don't get me. They didn't step over the line, but they're like, I love your hair, and I'm like, yeah, it's just all right. Like, we always want something that we don't have. Have you ever noticed that? Like, if you have, say you're a black woman, you have long straight hair, natural, right? We see a sister with like all them big fluffy curls, and like, we want that. Like, we never are satisfied with what we have. Why do you think that is? What drives us to be unsatisfied in our own skin? If I'm honest, a lot of it I think is jealousy. We are jealous of what we cannot have. We covet it. Like, you ever heard of that? What is it? Thou shalt not covet in the Bible. That's what we do. We covet. We want our neighbor's car or their house or or their body shape or their hair or their how they do their makeup and how pretty it is and it's so funny. Um, Quite a few years ago, I met this girl who I think is a beautiful woman. She's a mother. She said when she met me, she thought I thought I had it so together. I was wearing, name brand clothes. As I said, I was a name brand whore. I was wearing name brand clothes. Like, I would look put together when I put my makeup on. But what's funny is that at that time, I had never been more broken on the outside. I think we spackle our faces and put weaves in our hair because we don't like what's going on the inside. Like, we don't like what we're feeling. At that time, I hadn't dealt with my childhood issues. So I was just covering up the ugly I felt inside. And it makes me wonder if there are women that do that as well. They're just covering up what they don't want to heal, they don't want to work on to heal. Like, that I believe is the basis beyond the acculturation and the programming of social camouflage. I think that's it. We whatever it is that we've dealt with as a child or during our teens or even early adult years, we buried it. And so to keep the dirt covered, we cover it up in gold. That's what I really believe. I mean, and I think that we need to really work on healing those cracks in our heart because no introspection. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, you mean back then? No, no, none. It was all buy heels and buy purses and buy cute clothes and put on cute makeup and nothing. I was not thinking about anything but how to get along to the next day. If that's what you're asking about, Mark, I'm sorry. I was not introspective at all in those days. But they swear I was put together, but I really wasn't. It was just gold spackle. And I really want us to think about that and get to the root of that. If that is what is keeping you wearing these $400 weaves, because I'm telling you, 200 and 200 hair and implant, $400, and it's all this expensive palettes and contouring. Do you know that black women's skin has all the contouring it really needs? Like, you don't need to do that shit. Your skin is beautiful as fuck without it. Even if you have acne, even if you have bumps, you're still more beautiful without that shit than you are with it. That's what I really believe. I just think that a lot of us black women are using that gold spackle to cover up a multitude of shit. The consumerism to keep y'all's focus astone and not looking inside to see what's cracking. Oh, the shop, yes. The shopping, absolutely. I use that shit like a bomb. I did. I use shopping to cover up a multitude of sins. I didn't drink too much. I didn't smoke crack. I didn't do bad. I didn't do drugs. Well, I smoked a little weed. But what else? I didn't do that to cover that up. I shopped. I shot and I bought the latest what I could afford, because even then I ain't have much money. But I used shopping to cover up the cracks. I put on makeup. I did my hair all good. I did my hair all beautiful because it was relaxed back then. You know what I find funny about that? Let me tell you something. I went to cosmetology school, right? And in cosmetology school, they teach you, the one I went to was just basic. It was free. So they taught me not to get the state board. But what was funny to me is that I know how to do all kinds of shit with relaxed hair and white girl hair, all kind of shit. But I am a puzzle. This shit is a puzzle to me. It shit is an absolute motherfucking puzzle to me as to how to take care of and maintain and let it grow. But I can do anything with relaxed hair, with straight or curly white hair, and that I find that funny and fucked up at the same time. So, if you are listening to this and you are a woman who uses the gold spackle to heal up the cracks, take that shit down for maybe a week. See how you feel. I mean, if you want to relax your hair. Fuck it. But what's crazy? What's crazy, Mark Black? The consumerism joint? Is that what's crazy? So, like I said, as a cosmetologist, I could do anything I wanted to with relaxed hair. Oh, yes, it is. You're absolutely right. Don't get me wrong. When it's relaxed, I can do anything to it. I could do anything to it when it's relaxed. But natural? Yeah, I don't really. You got me, bro. Like, I can't even do a twist out. It's bad, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I wanted to point that out. Also, should you keep making me lose my train of thought, Mark Black? You ain't right. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. All right. So let me go through some of these comments. Let's see here. Let me see. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and end it for the evening. I know you got things to do. Hey, Maiden Dade, how are you, sir? How are you doing this evening? I know y'all got things to do, and I do want to talk a little more about some other things, but that's all right. I will bring over my next live broadcast. But I also wanted to say sorry for being away for so long, family. Like I said, I work full time, and I am actually going to school, you know, in my spare time. So I am trying to, you know, get it all in as much as I can. And then there are times where, you know, I'll say, oh, I'm a broadcast today, but then your Mary Mark Black broadcast, I'm like, oh, shit. Well, I can't, you know, I don't want to take up too much of y'all time, but I love all of y'all. And to all of my black honey badgers, I want to say to y'all to keep your claws sharp, your hearts pure, and your minds clear.